Hi, my name is Lauren Nelson, and today I'll be talking about how to maximize student engagement in online English classes. This is a question that I studied in a project I did last semester. And this project came about primarily because of the pandemic. The coronavirus has forced most university classes to go online, which has presented a real challenge for professors, and especially for English professors, as so much of their course is studying and writing and having literary discussions. I've also had extensive personal experience with online classes and blended classes, and the main question that I've had has been, how can I use my own experience and the experience of other students to help professors know how to increase and maintain student engagement in their classes? So this was the question and focus of my project last semester, as I interviewed both professors and students in order to gain both perspectives. And in the end, I came up with 10 main ideas, and they were primarily the idea of professors being prepared, having empathy, interacting with students, socializing, and being clear in their expectations of students. I also suggested that they maintain an idea of relevance, responsibility, consistency, utility, and flexibility. I won't be focusing on all of those in my presentation today, but I did want to focus on a few that I thought were really important. The first problem facing English professors is that of pacing. Students can get intimidated with Zoom, and professors may not know how much work to assign students now that everything's online as opposed to in person. A good student quote regarding this said, "I think some teachers who hadn't previously taught online very much were under the impression that it was easier for students to learn online, and so they felt like they had to unnecessarily make their courses more difficult." Another student said that the teachers that have the best understanding of what it's like for the student are the ones who teach the best online. And so the professors who understand the Zoom box intimidation, the professors who understand the effort of completing things online will help the students greatly. Also is the problem of being socially distant. We're all social distancing, but it's also hard to connect with people in an online class. And one solution for that is having one-on-one conferences between the professor and the student so that they can get to know them personally. One student said, "You can't take socialization for granted. Professors have to deliberately plan for it." And having those one-on-one conferences is a good example of that. Additionally, another example of planning in that socialization is the idea of utilizing online and digital resources that can help facilitate this type of interaction. Instead of just assuming that students will talk to each other, being able to apply that has been really useful and helpful in classes. Another problem facing students is that of focus, and specifically online etiquette, the question of online etiquette in this new format, in this new type of classroom. One key element of this is the necessity of keeping the camera on, which sounds so basic, but students, even if they don't like it, the vast majority of students have said that they are much more engaged if the professor requires them to keep their camera on. Additionally, allowing students to be able to utilize the chat feature or other digital features has been really beneficial to more introverted students and help facilitate additional discussion during classes. Another problem that English professors are having in their classes is that of maintaining attention and investment of the students. If you're sitting in front of the computer all day, it can be difficult to keep paying attention. But one way that one professor has found a way around this has been by asking students to prepare questions before class and to write down something before class so that they can discuss it all together. Which also brings up the idea of relevance, of making the material relevant and meaningful to the students. Being able to relate the material to competencies or the students' lives really helps them stay engaged. So one of the main takeaways from this project has been for professors to have to keep the bigger picture in mind, the ability to be flexible, be willing to adapt, and use digital tools, really show that it is possible. I have been in online and blended classes, and other students have said this as well, that have been extremely engaging and successful as students use these digital resources and maintain awareness of the student situation in order to increase student engagement. Thank you.